Kumyasha. 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 What's your name, sisters? Raya, Leah. Right, y'all listen to music? We from St. Louis. Me and this brother just came down here from St. Louis. Right? We got a real famous rapper down there in St. Louis. Her name is Sexy Red. Y'all listen to Sexy Red? Do y'all listen to Sexy Red? You don't? You do? What is the message that Sexy Red pushes upon women? Sex. What you say? Sex. Right? Now, do y'all think through that music, y'all follow it blindly? Do you follow that blindly? Follow the things that how she dress, the things that she say? Do you know any of her songs? Give me a lyric from her song. Give me Judah chapter 8 and verse number 8. Give me one lyric from the song of Sexy Red. Give me the book of Genesis, chapter 24 and verse 62. Give me a lyric, sister.
You know, go ahead.
Go ahead. It's all right.
You ain't shocking.
It's all right. We heard it already. Just go ahead. Give us a lyric that you might know from the song of Sexy Red. Well, it's a problem that you don't even want to say it. That's how bad it is that you don't want to recite the song of Sexy Red because you know that the message that she's portraying. Now, I'm getting at a point because we need to learn from the women of the Lord. Because the message that those women are pushing is to keep us destroyed.
Right.
Right, give me that.
So book of Judith, chapter 8 and verse 8. And there was none that gave her an ill word.
There's a woman in the Bible, her name is Judith. She's an Israelite. There was nobody that give her an ill word. You know what an ill word is? When somebody's speaking bad on you. Bad on your name, your household, so forth and so on. It was nobody that give Judith a bad word or an ill word. Why?
For she feared God great. Why? She feared God great.
Because she feared God greatly. So there was nobody to put dirt or, blame upon Judith because she feared God greatly. How do you fear God? Is it the things that Sexy Red teach? Is that a fear of God? So what is the fear of God? Is it to expose yourself off to the world for all men to lust thereof? So what is the fear of God? Are you learning the fear of God through that music? Because that's the problem, right? If you hearing these songs like our men, they hear murder, drugs, whoring women out. They're susceptible to follow those things that they hear.
Right.
Right? So you're susceptible to follow the things that you hear through the music, right? So let's figure out how to fear God. Give me Proverbs chapter 31 and verse number 30. Give me that real quick in Genesis. Right? Because there's a certain attire that women must wear. What do you think God wants his women to dress like? Is it with fishnets, short shorts, and revealing clothing? You think God approves of that? No. And y'all love God, right? And don't you want to be approved of God, loved of God, cared for by God, protected by God? To be protected in all those things I listed, you got to do what God said. So let's see what this woman did in the Bible, because we have righteous examples of women in the scriptures. Just like how you have wicked examples of women on earth right now, right? With all these rappers and Instagram models and these people that our women look up to, right? To look at it like they have value, right? They have fame, right? Let's look at the women of the Bible and how they operated, how they moved, and how God had pleasure towards them because of their works. Right? Read that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 62.
Bring it out.
And Isaac came from the way of the well of Lareha, for he dwelt in the south country. And Isaac went out and meditated in the field at eventide. And he lifted up his eyes and saw. And
jump to 65.
Verse 64. And Rebecca lifted up her eyes.
Did what?
And Rebecca lifted up her eyes.
There's a woman named Rebecca in the Bible. You ever heard about Rebecca? A little bit. Let's see what Rebecca did.
And when she saw Isaac, she led off the camel.
She saw a man. How does women get ready when they see a man? Are they getting modest? Right? They covering up? Right? Or they putting on, the most revealing things? the sweats and the shirt. We know what that means.
Right.
Right? Hey.
Verse 65. For she had said unto
Let's see what did she put on sweats and a shirt? Right, let's see what she did.
For she had said unto a servant, what man is this that walketh in the field to meet us? And the servant had said,
Now listen. All right, read.
and the servant had said, it is my master. Therefore she took a veil.
She did what?
She took a veil.
She put on booty shorts.
She took a veil.
Put on a long V-neck shirt to show her cleavage.
She took a veil and covered herself.
She took a veil and covered herself when she was going to approach a man. Now, that's a righteous woman of the Lord.
Right.
She's modest. She's covering herself when she's going to approach a man.
Right.
Why? Because the Lord wants his women to be modest.
Right.
Covered up. A jewel. Hey, y'all precious jewels to the Most High.
Right.
Where can you find a jewel at in Oklahoma? A ruby. Where can you find a ruby at in Oklahoma? It's not just on the street like a rock. Right? It's not at your local corner. Right? You have to dig through the earth to find a ruby. Right? Dig and dig and dig, and then you find that precious stone.
Right.
You don't want a man to just see all things that are out there, right? And all he wants to do is just have those things. And not dig, search things out. Hey, pick your mind, understand what type of woman you are, and marry you.
Right.
Because y'all precious jewels on the earth.
Right.
So you can't be revealing and showing things onto all men. Right? That is not a woman of the Lord. You got a precept?
Look at Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Said, hey, the daughters of Zion, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all the most beautiful women on the earth.
Right.
These other nations can't stand up and be in a beauty contest next to y'all, man.
Right.
They can't put on the same fits and show out like y'all do, man.
Right.
They hair ain't like y'all, the beautiful, long, natural hair, man. Right? That's how our women love to cover up. And y'all have beautiful hair, man. Right? So you have to adorn, right, in the things that the Most High gave y'all, man. He created y'all that way. Right? You have to love the way the Most High created you. Right? Yeah, more on that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 10. Who can find a virtuous woman?
That what?
Who can find a virtuous
The
woman?
Lord said, who can find a virtuous woman?
Read, for her price is far above rubies.
Even more precious than rubies.
Right.
Right? And we want the Lord to look at you women, I mean, you sisters, as precious jewels. Right? And to do that, you have to start doing what God said. Right? And that's modesty. Right? Give me that in 1 Timothy. Right?
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn
You
themselves
have to adorn yourselves. You have to take pleasure in what?
in modest apparel.
In what?
In modest apparel.
Modest apparel. Y'all looking to go to prom one day, right? What about homecoming? What about a wedding? See that? Right? Right? See that? Women they don't want to get married these days, man. The Lord said marriage is honorable.
Yep.
It's an honorable thing to be married. Right? But why? Look at the music that y'all listen to. Right? Well, boys. So you need men of the Lord.
Right.
How are you going to get a good man if you ain't doing good things that the Most High wants you to do? Right? Give me that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 12.
You know?
Be continually with a godly man.
Wicked men.
With a godly
You
man.
have to be continually with godly men. Right? You have to be around those that fear the Lord. If it's a man that doesn't fear the Lord, does what God says, right? You in trouble. Why? Because he's probably learning from, so-and-so around the way, right? How to treat a woman, dog her and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get her money, get up out of get the taxes, get up on out of there, right? No, a man of the Lord, he's going to take care of his woman. A man of the Lord is going to take care of his children. The man of the Lord is going to provide for his household. A man of the Lord is going to do the things that's pleasing to the Most High, right? So there's an order of things on how to get a man of the Lord, right? And it all starts with y'all, sisters, right? So what does God want from y'all? To be what? Modest. Right? You agree with that? To be modest, right? Are you willing to do that for God? right? Because you love God, right? Is love it's just something that you say? It's something that you what? Feel? It's an action, right? Give me John chapter 14 and verse number 20.
John chapter 14 and verse number 20 or 15. Verse 20. At that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and ye in me, and I in you. He that hath my commandment,
You know what?
he that hath my commandment.
Lord said, he or the woman, right, that does what God said, read,
And keepeth them.
and what?
And keepeth them.
Keep it them, meaning you be modest, right? You move in a humble and meek spirit, right? Shamefaced, read.
He it is that loveth me.
Say what?
He it is that loveth me.
You do what God says. That's how you show your love towards the Most High. Y'all listening? Right, so how do you show your love towards God by what I taught y'all today? Because he wants y'all to be a certain way. And what's that? Modest. Now if you go do your own thing, do what they pushing on the earth, are you showing your love towards God or hatred? Hatred. And you don't want to be on that side. Hey, the Lord is a jealous God.
Right.
The Lord is a man of war. The Lord killeth and he makes alive. So do what God said. We had to do it. Let's go be up here, preaching the word. Hey, we was all lost. We was all in the world. We was all doing things that we thought was right in our own way. But what do we have to do? We have to submit ourselves to the Most High. We have to do what God said. Why? Because we love the Most High. We want the Most High to protect us. We want the Most High to be for us when we pray for him. All right? Do y'all pray to God? Do you think God hears you? Are you sure about that? Well, let's see what God said. Give me John chapter 9 and verse 31. Because you may have been mistaken. Right? Because what you hear, let's just say, you have children one day. Your children don't do nothing you say at any time, and they go and ask you for something. Would you give it to them? Do you think God is opposite of that? All right, read that.
This is the book of John, chapter 9 and verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sin.
You hear everybody.
That God heareth not sin.
You heard that, sister? God don't hear who?
Now we know that God heareth not sin.
God don't hear sinners. Right? So you have to first repent. Turn from your sin. Start doing what God commanded you from the beginning. And then he hears you. Then he's going to answer your prayer. Then he's going to increase you, right? And you prosper at your end. Yeah, the precept.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 9. He that turneth his ear away from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
So if you turn your ear away from what God said, your prayer is nothing to the Most High. It's not hearing it. It's an abomination. Right? It's filthy.
Yep.
So we pity our sister to change. Right? We all want to see change and everything not be the same as it used to be, but nobody wants to change.
Right.
Right? If you want to see a change, you got to be the change. Right? And the Lord is telling you right now, sisters, y'all have to be modest. Right? You have to be an example. Right? And be as the woman of the Lord. Right? So y'all can take that, meditate on it, right? And try to take those steps towards being a woman of the Lord. Right? And love God. I can do that. All praise to the Most High. Right? Before y'all go, what's another commandment the brother taught y'all? What can't you eat? Pork. Alright, y'all eat pork? Yeah? Okay. Well, the Lord is showing his love towards you by telling you don't eat that, because what does pork do? I mean, what does pigs do on the farm? They roll around in mud. They eat anything, right? So the Lord is showing his love towards you, who created all things upon the earth, telling you don't eat that. Right? That is not to be consumed. That has its own purpose. Right? So you have to return that same love to the Most High by just doing what he said. It's that simple. Unless you just want to kill yourself. Alright? So we ain't gonna hold y'all sisters too long. Right? Lord willing, y'all receive the message. right? Y'all take those steps towards being godly and righteous towards the Most High. Right? Y'all got any questions? All right, all give a hand up to the sisters, man. All praise, all praise. Y'all get a flyer? All right, get the sisters a flyer, man. All right, all praise to the Most High. All right. So give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. Give me the book of Baruch, chapter 1 and verse number 17. Right?
Chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But who? But Israel do it not know.
Israel don't even know or consider that they're God's chosen people upon earth. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all the most special people upon earth. Right? The Lord created y'all above all people, man. Right? Y'all the most beautifulest people, the most talentedest people, right? Ain't nobody can do the things that you do upon the earth because the Most High chose you and created you to be that way, man. But you don't consider, but you don't care, but you live in your own pleasures. You turn your ear away from God, right? You turn your eyes away from the Most High, and you go and walk in your own pleasures, man. And therefore, you go through the things that you go through, right? Because you go against God, man. Right? You have to turn back to the Most High in these last days, right? Read that.
My people do it not consider a sinful nation.
A what?
A sinful nation. A people laden with iniquity.
Our people is a sin. That's a bad name, man. We known as the sinful nation, right? We known as the people that always, murdering, killing, right? He said it was a killing out here last year, right? And an event when we're supposed to be gathering together as one people, right? Building ourselves up, right? But there's a killing, right? Why? Because we're not gathered by the words of the Most High. Give me Baruch 5 and 5. The Lord said we're supposed to gather by the words of the Most High, right? Not by no damn cookouts, man, right? Not by no damn Juneteenth events, man, right? Not none of these things. We're supposed to gather by the words of the Most High. That's the true unity, man. That's the true thing that we haven't done, man, right? We was on the streets of Tulsa, man. We was on this Black Wall Street. But what happened? It wasn't by and orchestrated by the Most High, man. It wasn't set up by the Most High. So the Most High brought it to naught. We have to gather ourselves back together by the words of the Most High. It's more than that.
A seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord.
Said what?
They have forsaken the Lord.
See our people? These are the people that forsook the Lord. That's why all these curses are upon us, man. Everywhere we go, in every city, our people is the same. Whether you're in Tulsa, Little Rock, right, Dallas, St. Louis, any city you go through, our people are cursed. Why? Because we forsook the Lord, man. Therefore, the Lord poured these curses upon us, man. Right, so we bid our people to turn back to Him in these last days before the destruction comes. This is our duty, right? We out here for our people, right, to turn them back to the Lord. Right, you more than that.
They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
What?
Unto anger.
Pissed the Most High off. So He bombed Tulsa, right? He put us in His chains and shackles, right? And He separated our family from one another, man. Changed our, all of these things is because the Most High is angry with us. We had a duty on the earth, right? To serve Him, to keep His commandments, to be the light unto the world, man. We were set up to be those people, right? But you despised all of it for your own fleshly desires, right? So now is the time to turn back. Now is the time to get back right with the Most High. Read that.
They are going away backward. Why should you be stricken anymore? You will revolt more and more.
What?
You will revolt more and more.
They will revolt more and more. Right? Because when they hear the words of life, they hear the things that's needful, the things that God wants them to do, they revolt against it. Right? Because they're deceived, right? It's a bunch of deception, like I was talking to the sisters with music, right? The things that we see, the environments that we grow up in, right? We are deceived and we move in the ways of this world and not of the Most High. Read that. It's like it.
The whole head.
Hey, brother. How you doing, brother? All right. Hey, brother, with the chair. Hey, all right, see that?
God. The whole head is sick.
Oh, what?
The whole head is sick.
The whole head is sick, man. But we're out here to heal our people. We're out here to heal them with the words of the Most High. Make them whole, make them clean, man. Turn them back to that precious sheep, man, without spot and without blemish, man, blameless in the eyes of the Most High, right? What's going on, brother? How you feeling, brother? How you feeling? All praise to the Most High. What's your name, King? Tyson? All praise to the Most High. You from out here, Tulsa? All right, what you doing out here today? Yes, sir. Well, hey, the Lord sent you up here, brother. Right? And we out here, right, for those men and young brothers, right, that want to seek out the truth. Give me Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 1. Right? Give me the book of John chapter 8 and verse 32.
Look at Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 1. Run ye to and fro through the streets of Jerusalem, and see now and know. And
We running to and fro through the streets, man, looking for our people, right? We just traveled here from Little Rock, St. Louis, right? Hey, Dallas, right? Houston, right? You got brothers down here from Tulsa, right? To come here, right? To speak to our people, right? Read.
and seek in the broad places thereof, if ye can find any man.
Said what?
If ye can find any man.
We looking for, hey, it could just be one man, right? That we talk to, right? Convert and bring back to the Most High, right? He said, if you can find a man, read.
If there be any that executed judgment, that speaketh the truth, that speaketh, it's like that seeketh the truth.
That what?
That seeketh the
We're
truth.
looking for a man that seeks the truth. So do you seek the truth in these last days, brother? 'Cause there's a lot of lies on the earth. Right? Give me that real quick in John.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
Christ said what?
And ye shall know the truth. And the truth shall make you free.
Christ is telling you, you shall know the truth. That means there's lies portrayed, brother. There's lies out here. So you shall know the truth. And the truth shall what?
Make you free.
And what?
Make you
It's
free.
gonna make you free in the mind, brother. Because right now we in mental shackles and chains. Right? We don't know to go left. Give me Psalms 107 and verse 10. We don't know whether to go left, go right, right? What's the next day is gonna bring about, right? We don't know if we're gonna die when that police get behind us. We don't know, brother. Right? We don't know how we're gonna make ends meet. We don't know because we're lost in this society, brother. We were stripped of our nation. We were stripped of our name. Right? We were stripped of our heritage, brother. But right now, right here, brother, you can get that back if you receive the words of the Most High. Right, read that.
Book of Psalms, chapter 107 and verse 10. Such as sit in darkness.
That what?
Such as sit in darkness.
Now people sit in darkness. What goes on in the dark, brother? Is there any good in the dark in the streets of Tulsa? Like, what's a street you can't go on in Tulsa, brothers from here? What's a street you can't go on and they get back? 6-1. 6-1? Can you go to 6-1 at nighttime, brother? Can't go to 52nd. Can't go to 40s. And what people is over there? Gang members. Is it Chinese man? Is it Arab man? What nation is over there? What people?
Y'all listen to the Bible.
Black people. Right? So read that.
Such as sit in darkness and in the shadow of death.
In the what?
In the shadow of death.
And we're sitting in darkness searching for the light, man. So our brothers, they join the gangs, right? Because they might not have a family figure, or a father figure, right? They want to be included. They want to be part of something, right? They might have doing dibble and dabble in all these religions, right? Because you're searching for the light. We searching for the truth, man, right? So the Lord said we sitting in darkness and in the shadow of death. Hey, death around the corner. He said you go to the 40s. You go to, what, 50, he said 51, right? You go to these corners, man, right? You sitting in darkness and in the shadow of death. Right, read.
Being bound in affliction.
On what?
Being bound in affliction and iron.
We was bound in affliction. And physical chains and mental chains, brother. And on a spiritual level. Right, read.
Because they rebelled against the word.
It's a reason why. It's a reason why we going through the things we go through, brother. It's not just a coincidence that I knew it was our people in those blocks that you said you can't go to.
Right.
Why? Because we have curses poured upon us. We disobeyed the Most High.
Right.
Right? And we're telling our people how to get out of these things. What things we have to do to really change. Right? Read.
Rebelled against the words of God and contemned the counsel of the Most High. Therefore, he brought down their heart with labor. They fell down and there was none to help.
Nobody's here to help us, brother. Right? We have to help ourselves.
Right.
Right? That's why we out here talking to our people. Right? You might have other nations, they try to come out, right? Damn, talk about the abortion and pass out flyers to our young children, right? Try to act like kumbaya and act like they with us, right? But they're not really with us, brother.
At all.
Right? Because anything happen to you, they're not going to be there for you.
Nope.
They're not going to go out on the streets and march for you, brother.
Nope.
Right? But we're here right now advocating for our people.
Right.
Right? And they have nothing to do with us. Right? So we have to build ourselves up, brother. And it takes one person, man. Right? It might be you to be the example when you go in the 40s, right? You be the example of what man to be. Right? You go to these certain neighborhoods, man. Right? You be that light upon our people, right? So, you ever heard about the Israelites, brother? You ever read the Bible? You read it before? Okay. Well, I want to show you, brother, that, hey, we're the people of the Bible. Give me 2 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 26 in the CEV. All right, real quick. Right? Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 19 and verse number 17. So the Lord set up laws for his people. Right? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're God's chosen people. We're the Israelites upon the earth. And everything that we go through, right, is because we broke the commandments of God. Right? And these are the laws that we have to apply, right, to reverse the curses. To stop the killing. Is it always shooting in the, you said switches in the 40s, man? Yeah. They got switches. Right? It's probably a killing every day. Right? What you said, the 51? 61. Right? How do we stop that? Right? You said you can't? Yeah, we can, brother. Right? Read
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 15.
Yeah, so I can get that real quick.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 2 and verse number 26 in the CEV. Abner shouted to Joab, aren't we ever going to stop killing each other?
What did he say?
Aren't we ever going to stop killing each other?
And again?
Aren't we ever going to stop killing each
You
other?
have to ask those questions. If that ever came to your mind, hey, when are we going to stop killing each other? When are we going to stop committing genocide amongst our own people? Right? When are we going to stop these things? Hey, this man in the spirit said, hey, when are we going to stop killing each other? Right? When are we going to stop? Hey, it might be a mighty king you just killed, man. Might be a mighty priest, right? A mighty judge on the earth, right, that you just murdered. Right? Read that.
Don't you know that the longer we keep doing this, the worse it is going to be?
What?
The worse it is going to
It's
be.
getting worse and worse, right? Children ain't off guards no more, right? The elderly ain't off guard no more, right? They don't care anymore, right? They say you labeled as a YN, right? And you got to switch. Every YN, they just think they got to switch,
Right.
Because it says the worse it's going to get. Read.
The worse it is going to be when it is all over. When are you going to order your men to stop chasing their own relatives?
And what?
Their own relatives.
Right, when we gonna stop killing our own relatives, our own people, right? Because we need our men,
Right.
right? We need our men to stand up and be a nation, right? That's why these heathen able to come up amongst our people, right? In an event that we say that we was free, right? And nobody can do a damn thing.
Right.
Why? Because, hey, we don't have an army. We don't stand up for anything that's right.
Nope.
Right? We don't have a purpose behind the things we do.
At all.
We just want to murder the next brother who got more money in his bank account or in cash, right? He got a bigger chain than you, right? He got a bigger whip than you. He got a better woman than you, right? And you ready to kill him,
Right.
right? But we need to gather by the words of the Most High.
Right.
All right, read that.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 10. Have we not all one Father?
What?
Have we not all one Father? Have not one God created us? Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother?
What?
Why do we deal treacherously, every man against his brother?
We all come from the same place, brother. Right? It might be somebody in the 40s or the 61. They killing their brother right around the corner. And hey, we in the same oppression, brother.
Right.
Right? It's their cousin. They back door. Right? We going through the same oppression, right? But because I got a little bit more, right, you want to kill me. Why? Because we don't know who our enemy is. We look at our own, because we hate ourselves.
Right.
Let's just get to the bottom. We hate ourselves, man. Right? And when you see somebody doing better than you, and you already hate yourself, hey, you don't care. You're going to kill that man. You got to have hatred and envy and jealousy towards that man. But the Lord said we need to gather ourselves together because we come from one source, the Most High. Right? He chose us out of all the nations to be one people, brother. And that's how we got to gather ourselves together. You still got that Baruch? Give me that Baruch 5 and 5 real quick. Because Because anytime we get together, what happens, brother? Right? Because this supposed to be a peaceful event. Was you here last year? You said what? It got shot up. Why do you think that happens? When it's supposed to be a peaceful event, supposed to be coming together, families out here, children is out here, right? That happens.
Brother said it's gonna get shot up tonight.
He said it's gonna get shot up tonight. Right? Prophesying wickedness, man. All right, read that.
The book of Baruch, chapter 5 and verse 5.
And that's a damn shame to know the state of our people that it's probably a 90% chance it's gonna be a shooting. Right? Like rain. Right? Read that.
Arise, O Jerusalem, and stand on high, and look about toward the east, and behold thy children gather from the west unto the east by the word of the Holy One.
By drugs.
By the word of the Holy One.
By gang.
By the word of the Holy One.
Supposed to gather from the east to the west by the words of the Most High. But we don't do that, brother. You get cool with people because y'all both smoke weed, right? You get cool with people because, hey, y'all dealing with the same women, right? You get cool with people because y'all in the same game, right? But the Lord said we need to gather ourselves together by what? The words of the Most High, right? So, do you want to receive the words of the Most High, brother? Do you really want to be a change? Right? So we're going to show you how to change, brother. How to get right. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse number 9 real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 19, and verse number 9, and it reads, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto, according to thy word."
If you really want to cleanse your way, give me John 15 and 1. 15 and 3. If you really want to cleanse your way, you really want to change, right? Hey, wash off all of the deception that you was taught, right? Being a man is carrying a gun, right? Being a man is joining the gang, right? If you want to cleanse all of those bad things that we've been taught from a youth up, you have to take heed to the words of the Most High, brother. Right? Because how old are you? You 15. You a young man, right? You have time to get right? Before you come up that age to be a man, brother. Right? Because they say, what, by the age of 18, you might be dead or in jail, brother. Right? So, and we don't want to see that with you, brother. Right? So you have to be that change. If you want to cleanse your ways, you got to take heed to the words of the Most High. Right? So read that.
1 Kings 2 and 1. Now, the days of David drew nigh, that he should die. And he charged his son Solomon, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man.
Do what?
And show thyself a man.
This is how you be a man. Right? This is how you be in order and a man of the Most High. I read that.
And keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments.
And his what?
And his commandments.
To be a man of the Most High, to be a righteous man upon the earth, you have to keep the commandments of God, brother. That's being a man.
Right.
Because a man takes care of his household.
Right.
A man loves his children.
Right.
A man, he builds up his household.
Right.
He provides for his household, man.
Right.
He loves his brother. Right? And he's not going to kill his brother.
Right.
That's a true man. That's able to have rule over his spirit.
Right.
And not be emotional and ready to snap at the damn step of a shoe, man.
Right.
That's a true man. Right? It's not what the world taught you. Right? You have to conform. And give me Ephesians chapter 4. Right? And verse number 20. I read that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 16. Wash you, make you clean. Do what? Wash you, make you clean.
It's a spiritual cleansing. Right? We're not at church. We're not going to dump you in the bathtub and you come out and you new, brother.
Right.
No, you got to get washed with these words, brother.
Right.
You got to hear these words, receive these words, take it to the heart, apply it to your life, and then you're going to be clean.
Right.
So he said, wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doing. Do what? Put away the evil of your doing. Or the filth. Put away the evil of your doings from before mine eyes. Cease to do evil. Yeah, what? Cease to do evil. That's how you're going to be clean. You got to cease to do evil. You got that, John? Give me that.
The book of John, chapter 15 and verse 3.
Read it out.
Now ye are clean.
Yeah, what?
Now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you.
That's how you get clean, brother. Through the words that the Most High spoken unto you. Right? So do you smoke? Right? Where'd you learn to smoke from? Where'd you learn that from? You 15. Where you learn that from? Who'd you see that smoking? Oh, was just one day, woke up out of bed, right, and you just wanted to smoke. Your homie, right? Give me Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 20, right? So you have to be aware of the company that you keep, right? If you want to call with a bunch of killers, right? And what's gonna happen, brother? What's gonna happen? If you're in a car with a bunch of killers and they kill somebody. Yeah. If y'all get caught, you a killer, brother.
Right.
Whether you did it or not. Right? Guilty by what? Association. So they're gonna label you a killer. Right? So you have to be aware of the company that you keep. If you're around a bunch of smokers and you don't smoke, what's gonna happen? You're gonna smoke.
That's right.
Right? If you want to be wise, who you gonna hang around? Wise men. Yeah, that's right. Right. If you want to get more money, you're gonna hang around poor people or rich people? Rich people. Right? Because they may be able to show you things. You're around people a bunch of people that smoke, stoners, right? They're gonna show you how to do certain things with smoking. Right? Here, hit this palm. You ain't never had this, this is how you blow an O. Right? This is how you do all type of mischief and evil.
Right.
Right? So read that.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise.
You walk with wise men, and you're gonna become wise, brother. But what?
But a companion of fools.
What?
A companion of fools shall be destroyed.
Companion of fools gonna be destroyed. Right? So you have to be aware of the company that you keep. So you said you had a friend that passed you the blunt, the Zaza, the pressure, the gas. Right? And what was going through your mind when you did that, brother? Did you want to just fit in? Is it something that you wanted to, like, you thought it was cool to be a part of? You don't remember? Well, more than likely, a lot of people, they do it under peer pressure.
Right.
They do it to fit in,
Right.
and be cool, and associate themselves with a group of people, right? But we're commanded not to be followers, brother. We're commanded not to follow a multitude to do evil, right? Give me Tobit chapter 1 and verse number 8. Read that.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 10. My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Said what?
If sinners entice thee, consent thou not.
Right? If sinners entice thee, don't consent. Right? Because on a small level, you took that blunt. What if somebody say, hey, I can get you 10,000, let's just go hit this lick. Would you just go do it? Don't get enticed, brother. Don't let sinners entice thee, right? But if you don't have the words of the Most High, you ain't gonna know. So you're getting the opportunity right now that a lot of men that's your age, 15, they're not getting the opportunity right now.
Right.
They might be doing something right now that's gonna lead them in prison for the rest of their life.
Right.
Or death. Taken away from his mother, man.
Right.
Now his mother gotta live without a son, right? Now, hey, you might have children when you get older, man. Children gotta live without a father, or because of decisions that you make, brother. So you have to be mindful and not let sinners entice you. So I know it was on a small level, you was young and you took that blunt, but you have to know what's right and what's wrong, brother, by the words of the Most High. Right? What you got?
What?
Tobit 1 and 8.
God, this book of Tobit, chapter 1 and verse number 8. Slakia. 1 and 8. And the third I gave unto them, to whom it was meet, as to borrow my father's mother had commanded me, because I was left an orphan by my father.
What it is a lot of us we grew up without a father.
Right.
We done had that father figure, right? That authority, right? That correction in our household, man. That discipline that is much needed to be a man in this earth. But we're being renewed, brother, by the words of the Most High. Right? The Most High showing us how to be a man. The Most High showing us what we got to do on the earth, brother. But you have to receive it. You have to take instruction. You have to humble yourself and hear what the Most High wants you to do. Right? So, hey, he's no different than us.
Right.
And he was left an orphan by his father, man.
Right.
A lot of brothers out here grew up without their fathers in their life, man. Right? But we're standing bold, right? And we're raising our household up, man. Right? We're raising our children up. Right? We're showing, hey, men upon this earth how it's supposed to be done. So read that.
God. Verse number 9. Furthermore, age of a man, I married Anna, of my own kindred, and I begot Tobias. And when we were carried away captives to Nineveh, all my brethren and those that were of my kindred did eat of the bread of the Gentiles.
So this man had brothers. They went and did everything that was against God. But he wasn't a follower. Let's see what he did.
But I kept myself from eating.
Said what?
But I kept myself from
You
eating.
have to have you have to have that seal upon yourself to stand your own ground and stand for something. They say if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for what? You don't stand for something, you'll fall for what? Anything. You have to stand for something, brother. That's why a lot of brothers is misled and they go and do things because they don't have a backbone. They don't have a solid foundation to stand upon. Right? Our foundation has to be the Most High by His Son, Yahushua. Right? Read that.
Because I remembered God with all my heart.
He didn't follow those men that went off because he remembered the Most High with all his heart. And you have to have that mindset in the words of the Most High in your heart, right? To be able to withstand evil, brother. There's more on that.
And the Most High gave me grace and favor.
And did what?
Gave me grace and favor.
When you overcome temptation, the Most High give you grace. The Most High give you favor, brother. Give me that James 1, verse number 12. Read that.
The book of John, 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world.
This is where it starts, brother. You can't love this world and everything that you see. Though it might be shiny, right? It might look good, right? It might feel good. And it might not be good for you. It might be to your destruction, right? Because I'm sure the people that hit that fin, it might feel good at the moment. They hit that crack pipe, it might feel good at the moment, but it's killing them.
Right.
Joining that gang and feeling like you're a part of something, it might feel good at the moment, right? But you end up dead or in jail.
Right.
Read that.
Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
You love this world, and the love of the Father is not in you, brother. You can't love this, you can't be a part of this world. Try to follow the crowd. Try to do what everybody else doing, right? And we was there, brother. But now we're doing what God said.
Right.
Whether you like it, believe it or not, right? We're gonna be that light, right? Because if we don't do it, who's gonna do it? We have to come out here and show our people these things, man. Right? So the Lord said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Read.
For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father.
What?
Is not of the Father, but is of the world.
Not of the Father. Everything is of this world is of the lust of the flesh, right? Smoking your weed, right? You know, hey, doing whatever you do with women, whatever, right? And it's all of the lust of it's all of the world, brother. So you have to be renewed in your mind and start doing what God said. I'm gonna give you a couple commandments before you go. Give me Leviticus 11 and 7, right? Give me that Leviticus 19, right? And read this real quick.
It's book of James, chapter 1 and verse number 12. Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
That what?
Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
You want to get blessed by God, right? You get, prosperous, right? You be uplifted. You have to endure temptation. You know what that looks like, brother? Enduring temptation. Somebody passing you that blunt, and you saying no, brother.
Hell no.
Hell no. You might smack. Hey, somebody try to pass me a blunt, it's gonna get wild, right? It might be a brawl, right?
Although you might want to,
You gotta endure, because the flesh might want to do it,
Right.
but your spirit is saying no.
Right.
And your spirit is what matters, because the flesh died the way, brother.
Right.
So you have to be able to have that spirit upon you to say no to the things that you know is not right for you.
Right.
So the Lord said, blessed is the man that endured temptation. Read.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
He said, when you try, you get tried in this life, brother. Everywhere you go, there's a trial.
Right.
Every step you take, there's a trial. But there's always a right decision, right? A right path to take. It's always a way out. It's always a way to escape, man. Like I said in Corinthians, it's always a way out, and the Most High is going to lead you into destruction, right? He's not going to lead you to sin, lead you to go off, right? You can't blame the Most High when you go off, man. You was led away by your own flesh. So right now you heard, brother, the things that you know is wrong, you have to have the Spirit upon you, right, to say no. Can you do that? Right, because where it's going to lead you? Where it's going to lead you, brother?
Toss that what you got in your pocket.
Yeah. See that?
What you got in your pocket?
Brother's watchman now. He what you got in your pocket, brother? You checking pockets. What's in the pocket, brother?
It's in that cigar pack, brother.
Don't hide the cursed thing.
It's in there,
like a con, man.
It's a thing, man.
Yeah, like a con. He hid it in his tent.
You see that?
All right, bro. Well, hey, it's not.
He's
We just carnal men, so it's not about us. Right? It's being honest and having integrity with the Most High. Right? We just men. We just carnal men.
Yeah.
Right? Give me that real quick in Sirach to the 23. You have to fear the eyes of the Lord. Right? Just because we up here, we might, be bold, standing up, he's telling you don't do these things. Hey, it's not about us, brother.
Right.
It's about the Most High and you and him.
That's right.
Right? So if you're gonna have integrity, you want to be a man of the Most High, you really want to change, brother. You really want to have strength and be built up. And that should be nothing to get rid of that.
At all.
That's a small thing.
Right.
That's light.
That's right.
That's light, brother. I read that.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 23 and verse 19.
Or are you a weak man? Are you weak, brother?
Which one?
You weak? Oh, man.
Wow.
You're not weak, brother.
At all.
Right? The flesh is weak.
Right.
Right? But the spirit is indeed, because you want to do it in your spirit.
Right.
Right? But you're thinking about that feeling, that buzz,
Right.
or that temporary fix.
Right.
Right? And you can't say no because the flesh wants it, brother.
Right.
How are you going to stop that? How? Stop when you might not get older, brother.
May not be in the morning.
That shooting that you said might happen, what if you the one that catch the bullet? Then what? All right, read that.
Book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 41.
Bring it out.
Watch and pray that you enter not into temptation.
Pray, brother? Yeah, do you pray? Pray before you eat. And you got to pray to the Most High. Because do you want to stop smoking? Or you love it? You love it? What does it do for you? John 6:6. What does it do for you? A lot. Like what? What profit have you got out of smoking? Yeah. Smoking weed. You smoke before you eat? You smoke before you eat? You smoke after you eat? You smoke before you go to sleep? You smoke when you wake up, wake and bake? All right. Well, brother, you're making it an idol.
Right.
You say you can't operate until you give all praise, honor, and glory to the kush, right? To the blunt,
Right.
the swisher pack,
Right.
the backwood,
Right.
right? The slapwood, whatever they got now, man, right? You give all praise and honor to the weed.
Right.
We're supposed to be giving all praise and honor to the Most High that woke you up, that gave you that food that's on your plate, right? That filled your belly up, man.
Right.
You gotta change, brother.
That's right.
So we're gonna tell you now. I'm sure almost every brother up here used to smoke, man. Used to dibble and dabble with that. What profit have we got out of that? Nothing. Right? You have multiple witnesses telling you, but it's not gonna lead you anywhere. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna help your problems. It's not gonna do anything for you, right? Because once you're sober again, your problem's still there. All right, why do you smoke, brother? Is it fun? You just see smoke come out. People say they just like seeing smoke come out their mouth. We heard that. You smoke to just see the smoke come out your mouth. Why do you smoke? How old are you? How old are you now? 15. Why do you smoke, brother? You got bills? Yeah. Phone bill. You got children? All right, what's going on, brother? You stressing? So why you smoke?
Ain't got nothing to do with
You just feel like so it's give me that John.
Yeah. The book of John, chapter 6 and verse number 63.
it. Bring it out.
It is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profited nothing.
And the flesh don't profit you nothing, brother. The spirit is what makes you alive, right? That time when you might want to stop smoking, that's the spirit talking to you. And I don't need this, right? And the spirit makes you alive, but the flesh don't profit you nothing. We don't?
God. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit.
They are what?
They are spirit and they are life.
They are what?
They are spirit and they are life.
The spirit comes from the words of the Most High. The spirit comes from the commandments of the Most High. That tells you don't smoke weed, brother. Right? Don't defile your temple, brother.
Right.
These are the things that you have to apply to your life. Right? Because if you have a son one day, would you let him smoke? Yeah, you just pass the blunt to your son. Would you be okay with that? Why not? Does what?
Yeah, I would.
You would let him smoke? Wow.
10 years old, brother.
At 16, wow. Right? That's madness, but that's not a good mindset. You learned that from the world. Right? Like it was something cool to say. What's going on, elder? Right? That's not a good mind state to have. Why? Because that can destroy your son. You got some people, they smoke weed, it's laced. Right? They bugged out for the rest of their life.
I got a homeboy I grew up with, and they called him Smoking Moles back in the day. That brother hit it one time, and he was in and out of mental hospitals, man.
Would you want that for your son? Would you want that, brother? Because how you know when your friend passed that weed, it could have been, something in there. It could have been your first and last blunt.
Right.
You don't want to pour affliction and death with the works of your own hand, right? By smoking weed,
Right.
by doing these things that are against God. And don't teach your son the same evil lesson, brother. That's not good. Well, you're teaching him, because why? He's seeing you smoke, brother.
Right.
He's asking to smoke. He's obviously seeing you smoking. Right? So, give me, you got that?
The book of Matthew, chapter 27 and verse 4.
Bring it out.
34.
34, slap it. They gave me vinegar.
Like, give me that in NLT. All right. Matthew 27 and 34. Right? So, we're trying to show you, brother. Give me Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 16. Galatians 5 and 16.
But I know a couple people that hit the weed and now their mind is gone. Like they said, they went crazy, brother. They can't get right now.
The book of Matthew, chapter 27 and verse 34, in the NLT. The soldiers gave Jesus wine mixed with bitter gall.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit. What? Walk in the
You
spirit.
gotta walk in the spirit, brother. And what?
That ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
You will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Right? The law is spiritual. Right? We up here talking about smoking weed. Y'all smoke? You smoke? You smoke, sister? What about you back there, sister? You smoke? All right, all praise to the Most High. All right, well, we're going to deal with this brother real quick. We don't want y'all to go nowhere. All right, just listen to the words of the Most High. I see you got the cross on. All right, so we're going to show this brother real quick why we shouldn't smoke. I read that.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 16.
Anything else that you might do in the flesh. Right? Because dealing with different men or men dealing with different women, that's of the flesh. Right? To get that feeling. Right? Drinking to get drunk. Right? All of that is of the flesh. Right? Read that.
This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
You walk in the spirit, meaning the words of the Most High. You're not going to be led and tempted to walk in the flesh. Right? Read.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Right? So they're contrary one to another. Right? The flesh lusts against the spirit. Right? The spirit, is against the flesh. Anything the flesh want is against the spirit. So smoking weed, brother, you gotta stop. Right? And start doing spiritual things, which is keeping the law. You got that, brother? So we ain't gonna hold you. Right? We got one more for you. Read that.
The book of Matthew.
And Christ right? And they tried to give him a drug. You think Christ took the drug, right? And he's going through way more things than we can ever imagine, right? He took every brother up here, every sister up here, right? Burdens and put it upon him own self. Can you do that, brother? Everybody problems, they just bring it to you. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Hey, somebody, they'll drink a whole bottle to the head, smoke all the weed they can, because they can't deal with it. It's too much for them, right? Because they can't deal with their own problems. Let's see what Christ did.
The book of Matthew, chapter 27 and verse 34 in the CEV. There, they gave Jesus some wine mixed with a drug.
Mixed with a what?
Mixed with a drug.
And Christ, so wine mixed with a drug. Let's see what he did with it.
To ease the pain.
To do what?
To ease the pain.
He can ease the pain. Because he was going through a lot. He cried out to the Most High, right? Hey, you want the cup to pass from him, man? He's bearing all of the iniquity and the sins of Israel on his back, right? To die for him. And they gave him a drug to ease the pain. Let's see what he did.
But when Jesus tasted, When Jesus tasted what it was, he refused to drink it.
He kept hitting it.
He refused to drink
Took it to the head.
He refused to drink it.
Refused to drink it. Why? Because we have a duty on the earth, brother. That's the fear of the Most High and keep his commandments, brother. You got that? All right, read that.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16 and verse 12. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but the word.
But the what?
But the word, O Lord, which healeth all things.
Hey, the herb, it don't do nothing for us, brother. The herb don't heal us. Smoking the weed, putting it down your lungs, right? You're exhaling it, right? You're coughing. Your lungs is telling you, hey, this is not supposed to be in there. But you neglect the body, and you continue to do it till you destroy it, brother. Right? Now you're sluggish, right? You can't make decisions. You can't make sound decisions, right? Because you're lazy. All you want to do is eat, get a munchie, go to Jack in the Box, get a munchie box. Right. You get your munchie box, right? And you go sit on the couch. Brother, that's not of a king.
At all.
Right? A king, hey, he judges matters, right? He sets things set in order, right? And we're kings on the earth, brother. We're judges and priests on the earth. We have to go back to our former estate. Right, so read that.
Verse 13. For thou hast power of life and death. Thou leadest to the gates of hell and bringeth up again.
It said the words of the Most High is what heal us, right? This is what changes. This is what helps us, right? So we bid you, brother, to, at least meditate on the things we said, right? The brothers, you out here in Tulsa? You live out here? Right, the brother, you got a flyer for the brother? I got a flyer for the brother?
Julian.
Check out this flyer, brother. The brothers be out here. Where y'all be at?
We be 51st and Yale.
They all over. So just tap in with them brothers, man. Right? Them brothers been holding it down. Right? You can learn more. Figure out how to be a man.
Right.
We don't want to hear. What's your name, brother? You said what? Tyson. What's our news channel down here? We don't want to hear on Fox that Tyson caught 2 in the head tonight. See you on the big screen, right? And your face pop up, and it's Tyson, right? And he prophesied that it was gonna be his shooting, and he was the one that was behind the bullet. We don't want to see that, brother. So check out that flyer, brother. Tap in with the brothers, right, and learn more how to be a man. You do that, brother. All right, brother. We ain't gonna hold you. All right, brother. Give a hand up for the brother. All praise to the Most High. Right, give me that.
Look at Esther, chapter 8 and verse number 11. Wherein the king granted the Jews which were in every city to gather themselves together.
What we gotta do?
To gather themselves together.
So-called black.
To gather themselves together.
Respect.
To gather themselves together.
Native American.
To gather themselves together. And to stand for their life.
Do what?
And to stand for their life. To destroy.
Do what?
To destroy. To slay. And to cause to perish all the power of the people and the provinces that would assault them.
With that, all praise to the Most High God Yahweh. Ba'ashem Mashiach, woman like Yahweh Shai. Kum Yashal. Kum Yashal. Kum Yashal.
Sorry, yes, sir. Sorry, yes, sir.